Hi guys, today we're going to be practicing about a 15-minute flow and a way to get a few movements to calm the nervous system, reset either before bed or if you're just feeling a little stressed. This is something that you can do pretty easily with or without props. I have a bolster, I have some blocks, and I have a strap. You can use a belt, you can use a blanket instead of a bolster, you just roll it up, or even a towel. And for blocks, you can use either cushions as well, like sort of pillows. Sometimes you have like decorative pillows, stuff like that. You can definitely manage without yoga props. So that said, we'll get started and we'll come to lying down. So knees will come pointed towards the sky. You'll lay down in a comfortable way. And just allow your body to settle on the earth. You can close your eyes. Let the base of the skull rest heavy. And if you think about your body, if in this moment, if you're watching this on YouTube or your computer or your TV, see if you can hear my words instead of looking and seeing what I'm doing. I'm not moving, just laying on my back. So you can lay down. Knees will bend, and you can take your knees together to touch, feet a little bit wider, so on that distance, or you can take your feet neutral. Either way, we're just starting to notice sensations in our body. And then as you breathe, see if you can breathe into the low back. So feel the low back muscles run from the hips in between the lowest ribs. See if you can soften that area. Breathe big, expansive breaths into it and just notice if you feel settling. As you start to feel the settling, sacrum will spread wide, low back spreads wide. We'll take a few cat and cows in the low back. So we'll inhale, lift the low back, and the hips stay down. The space is not very big. And then you'll exhale, let your low back come down to the earth. Your pelvis will tilt posterior and anterior as you do this. It's called nutation of the hips. And this is fine. It feels really nice in the sacrum. We're allowing our low back to settle. And then come to neutral. Allow the soles of the feet to come together. And this is called Supta Baddha Konasana, or butterfly pose laying down. And you'll just allow your arms to stay out to a T so you can expand through the collarbones. Let the knees come wide. If this is painful, you can walk the feet away a bit to create a bit more of a diamond shape. And your feet are soft. There's no tension, no stress. Invite your breath in as a way to calm your nervous system and calm your body down in return. And as you lay here and breathe, if your thighs soften and you'd like to bring the feet a little bit closer, you can. The goal is not to get ourselves into a certain shape. It's to find a shape that works for us relative to the shape that I'm asking you to create. So if that means feet are really far away or really close in, that's fine. Just see if you can allow your muscles to relax and soften this posture. In transition, being kind to our body, take the palms on the outer thighs and let your arms press the elbows into the floor. Let your arms help you close the knees. Heel toe to feet hips distance. And then from here, low back can come down or not. Right foot is going across the left thigh into a figure 4. And then from here, you can allow your knee to stay where it is, or you can pull this whole shape in and you can grab behind the thigh, letting the shoulders be heavy, or you can grab behind the shin, or in front of the shin, letting the shoulders be heavy. Either way, you can stay perfectly still or take a few rocks. Allow the hip to soften. You might feel some resistance in your outer hip on the right side, so you can breathe into it. Soften your jaw. Allow your tongue to release. And just settle into this posture. I'll take a few breaths right here. And then we'll switch sides. When you're ready, transitioning with breath, draw the foot down and we'll come out the same way we started. So let the gentle release happen. Notice if the sensation here is a little less than it was when you first started. And then take your right foot to the sky and just point the toes, flex the foot, circle the ankle. You might feel something happening at the hip socket, so right here. Right foot's gonna come down and then we'll just gently switch sides. So remember, transitioning with breath. Left foot will cross over the right thigh. And we'll stay here, just inviting the shape into our bodies. There's no rush to get into postures. We're trying to calm down. So if you think of it as, there's no end point. The end point is being and just noticing the sensations in the body. When you're ready, you can draw the right thigh in. You can grab behind the right thigh or you can grab in front of the shin. Neither is better or worse. It's just what gives you space to breathe. You can rock side to side, gently inviting the hip to soften. Check in with the jaw again. Our jaw likes to get tense and tight when we're stretching. And this is an active stretch. Your feet are active. Your lower body's stretching, but it's pretty active. You're causing compression in the hip by drawing the knee in and grabbing either the outer thigh or the shin. When you're ready to gently release the right foot back down to the earth. Allow your left knee to soften out and just notice. Take your left foot to the sky and point flex the left foot. You can circle the ankle one way and then the other way. And then draw your knee down towards the earth. We'll roll to our right side, so allow your right arm to come up by the ear, and then draw the knees on top of one another and roll down. We'll transition with breath, so draw the left arm as close as you possibly can to your body, and then use that arm to press up. Let your body be soft. We'll come up to a seat, and then you'll take your legs out, not as wide as you can, but wide. We're seated, and what you want to look for or feel for is the hips rolling forward a bit, so the sits bones kind of reach back behind you. You don't want to round the low back. So if that happens, grab a bolster or grab a blanket or a towel and sit it underneath the hips. So part of the sits bones are rolling back and the pelvis is rolling forward. So it won't go completely under the thighs, it'll go more under the sits bones to elevate the sits bones and give you a little more space in the hips. We're not looking for straight, active stretching. We're looking for some activation with some softness. So arms can reach up and then palms fall where they are, right? Allow your spine to be long, not straight, but long. You have the natural curvatures in the spine. And then if you can imagine a snake start to move the head side to side. Keep the feet flexed, your legs are active, about 65%, not as tight as you can make them. And then you'll crawl your body forward, keeping length in the spine, until you feel like, okay, my spine is long and straight, this is as low as I can come, and you'll pause there. You can bring a block under the forehead and let the forehead rest. Just think of tucking your chin towards your chest so you get a little bit of softness and length in the front and the back of the neck. Your legs are active. There's a gentle press out through the feet. And just breathe into the low back again. And on every inhale, imagine reaching the ribs forward. So you're reaching the ribs forward, your tailbone and sits bones are reaching behind you, and your heels are these anchor points for your lower body into the earth. Take a few more breaths right here. And then you'll inhale, look up. Exhale, come up. And then we'll close the thighs with that same idea. We're being kind to our body, using our arms to help our leg goes in. Our next posture is going to be opening up the side ribs. So we'll do this on both sides, and then we'll lay down for our final posture, just allowing everything to kind of open up, getting each line of the body. So for this, you will need a block or something a little firmer. So if you have a towel, roll it up really tight. And I would suggest rolling one on the inside and one on the outside, like you're making a taco. Come down to the right forearm. Knees will come in towards the chest slightly. And then you'll take the double towel burrito or the block. The harder the block is, the more intense this is going to be. This is like a medium level block. Elbow down, and then rest your head into your hand. So now right away, I feel my rotator cuff and a little bit of serratus anterior. There's some tension, right? From my strength training. So the strength training that I do, that kind of stuff, there's some tension there. So I'm going to allow the tension to kind of dissipate and fall over the block. If you imagine the block is this hard surface, because it is, see how malleable you can make your body. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to whittle my hips away a little bit so my ribs have a little more of a hammock sensation. You can let your top arm rest, and then remind yourself to rest your head. We're going for a side body opening, resting our armpit and our elbow on the earth and the block. So see if you can start to sink the side ribs down towards the earth as you breathe, and bring in a sense of relaxation into the intercostals, so the little muscles that are in between the ribs as you breathe. Let the breath massage those muscles and just start to soften. So imagine how lax you can become into the ribs, knowing that your elbow, your arm bones with the block will support the head. Take 3 more breaths here, and we'll just move the block and gently lay onto the right side. Come out of this, use the support of the top arm, press off the block gently, walk the forearm in, then slide the block out. Take your arm nice and long and let your ear rest on your bicep. And just soften into the earth. Take a few moments here. Then all we'll do is roll over, so switch your elbow out to the other side. Draw the knees up and over, you're transitioning with breath, and you get in it the same way. So roll the knees over, press up to the forearm, Notice I'm transitioning slow, not in a rush. Take the block under the armpit. And then your hand is going to support your head. So let your hand support your head. Maybe switch the hips away from you a little bit to really let the ribs hammock. Your top arm can rest on top of the hip as you let your left side soften. See if you can imagine the block being this hard surface, because it is. And if you close your eyes, can you make your body softer and meet the resistance of the block with softness, with breath, and with kindness. We'll take 3 more breaths right here. This is a nice practice if you do a lot of side plank or oblique work. Top arm is going to be your anchor. Press down, gently lift onto the forearm, slide the block out, and then lay onto the left side. Let your ear rest down and just soften into the earth. Let your obliques soften into the mat. Then when you're ready, you'll move the left shoulder over first, and then roll onto your back. We'll come into a few one energizing posture before we settle into our final posture. So this is a variation on dead bug. Legs come up the wall, all the blood gets to come down into the heart, and the heart gets to act like this little washing machine. Arms will come up overhead. And from here, or to the sky, and then from here, all we'll do is shake. So you're just gonna shake your legs, shake your arms, let your jaw be relaxed, let your thigh muscles shake around the bones. Imagine you're trying to get all your muscles to soften and kind of reverberate around the bones. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, soften. Take your feet down, walk the feet out, soften the palms down, and just breathe. Feel all the sensation, all the energy that you just jumbled around into the body, as well as doing a mild inversion, taking legs up the wall. Once you've taken a few breaths and you feel that energy dissipate, you'll grab your bolster. So you can sit up and grab yours, but since we calmed the nervous system down, just take the bolster or pillow or blanket, let your toes turn out, palms come by your side, and you'll relax into your final resting posture, Shavasana. Allow the back of the palms to come towards the earth. There's nothing left to do. Nothing left to see. Nowhere to be. Except here with your breath and your body in this resting posture. Allow your back teeth to separate. Your tongue to rest on the back of the 2 front teeth. Allow your fingertips to gently curl in, your elbows, palms, and shoulders to get heavy. collarbones, backs of the knees and heels to rest. Allow the back of the throat to soften. Shavasana.